Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
This is 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Set. 52.
Here's Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
Down. Hut.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. No, bottle by Campbell. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
33. Yellow. Set.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Black 40. Set cut.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ready, go. Red, yellow, ready.
Operating from the gun. Sweep. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set. Green jack. 45. White. Blue. Go.
Here's a give up the middle to the 27-yard line.
Jackrabbit.
Ball on to 27. Here's second down and 5. Now they'll change things up.
Claws red. Hut.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know, we're talking about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
52 Blue. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaded Blue from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, set.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Set, ready. Set.
Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Red 38.
Off the play fake. Sweet. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Okay,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 10 black. Okay, go steal.
Off play action. Sweet. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sweet. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Claw, 10. Blue, black. Ready?
They'll try to run forward Blue. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
52 blue. Black shot. Set.
Operating from the gun. Sweet. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Cut.
Operating from the gun. Sweet. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Blue, 32.
They run for it. Here's Blue. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
45.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Yellow, 43.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
He finds his man complete. That's Miles. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Set. Ready. Fit. Ready.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and the Giants will be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Cut.
Gibbs.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, what a move. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
52 Blue. Cut.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, go steal.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down. Red, yellow, black board. Ready.
Off the play fake. Sweep. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Ultra. Set, cut.
They hand it off. It's Blue. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready. Black. 95. Set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
in punt formation.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Miles. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 45 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw again. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Claws red. Trouble 38. 6. Mega. Needle blue. Ready?
Back to throw. Sweep. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Down. 35.
On to give, this is Blue. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Drill green. Set. 45. White. Hut.
Looking to throw. Sweep. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Red, cycle. Let's go now. Blue striker. Yellow, 43.
Back to throw. Sweep.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Ready?
A final shot before break. Sweep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Looking to put a drive together.
Set, hut. Black 40. Hey, check mega. Striker. Check striker. Hut.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
An ill-advised throw down is intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Ready,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here,
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon.
Okay, right.
As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Hut, hut.
They start the drive with a give to blow. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Right. Red, 38. Ready?
They'll try and run again with blue. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Down. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Sweep. He's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Neighbors. They find some open field here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Come on, set. 52. Ready?
Gibbs straight ahead.
Good move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Black, 95. Ready.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ready. Yellow. Set.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but yeah, give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go. Yellow. Hut.
Now a give, right side. It's Lawrence. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
33. 22 middle. Blue striker. Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Red 38.
Operating from the gun. Sweet. This will be caught once again by Brown. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Ken Black. Steal. Check steal. Hut, hut.
They run the counter. It's Lawrence.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Slide through. Come on, set. 46. Mega.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set, ready, set.
They'll set up to throw.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Savon Rebel.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here we go, set. Yellow. 43.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
On the
A
ready.
full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Hey, red. 5, 97. Ready?
Out of the gun, they run with blue. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Green jack. Ready, ready. 50, green. Ready.
Off play action. Sweep.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Let's go now. 10, black. Steel, black. Ready, ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sweep. This will be caught by Brown.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Trying to set up a screen for Blue.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up
38.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Set, hut. 60 red. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set. 45. White. Claws red. White. White. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here we go. Set.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one. My favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cut.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ready.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Down. Ready?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
from 8 yards out.
And the Giants are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Blaster, 6. Black shot.
Back to throw. Sweep.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
A gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Sweep.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Black, 95. 43 rails. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down.
Gets it underneath to Blue.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
It's complete to Brown, right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Black 45. White. Hut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go. Set.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
50. Green.
They'll set up a throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Giants on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Set. Hut.
Throwing to start the drive. Sweet.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
33, yellow. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Sweep. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yellow, 43. 6, mega. Black ultra, light blue. Claw, 10. Spike, 60. Rail, yellow. Blue striker.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Okay, ready? Smash, red. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. He's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. White, 45. White, huge, yellow. Set.
Operating from the gun. Sweep. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
43 right.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Claws red. Steel black. Drill green. Set.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll swing this out to Blue. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Striker, 3-3.
At the 10-yard line.
Shot, 17. Hut.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Faster.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 5-yard line.
97. 6, mega. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Sweep. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold him there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 69 yards.
And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Ready. 52 blue. Set.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That'll be complete to Blue.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. It's 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
At their 48-yard line.
Go!
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that will drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Here comes 2nd down.
Black shot. Here we go. Set. 10 black. Red. Yellow. Ready?
Back to throw. Sweet. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
32. Seal. Black. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Sweet. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Claws red. Here we go. Here we go. Blaster. 60 red. 60 red. Drill green. Black ultra. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
and that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
On the set.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Set, ready. Black 40, 6, mega. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Sweet. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Got it. Ready, ready.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Hey, yellow, 22. Set.
Back to throw. Sweet. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On the ready.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Here we go. Red, cycle. Blue, 32. Smash, red. Set, cut.
Looking to throw. Sweet. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game.
Let's go now. Hut.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here,